Alright everyone, am I better than Kotaku? And I beat a games journalist. So the few things, right? I want two things from this video. The first, is to just, get all the 100% completion, right? Just basic shit, so, of Nightmare, right? And the second is to beat Nightmare, right? So I have the final boss as like where my save point is. On like if I continue. So I'm gonna knowing that I'm going to start
Now
with
approaching UAC Advanced Research Complex.
you know, this lab section basically. I need a few things, right? I need to kill 3 or more demons with a single detonation 15 times. I need to kill 5 Hell Knights with the precision bolt, and then I need to kill 30 stunned enemies.
It's time we meet in person.
The hard ones.
My office is on the second floor of this facility.
They shouldn't be that hard. The Hell Knights are not going to be that hard. Thankfully, that's the thing, right? These challenges start off hard once you get to
sweat and dreams.
It's like, well, Hell Knights, what? These aren't hard to kill. Right, the hard part is, you know...
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown.
Yeah. This guy is an example of stun.
This vast state-of-the-art research, design, and production center uses cutting-edge technology and fabrication techniques to prototype everything from robotics to weaponry to subspace communication systems.
So there's that. Yeah, the first guy was being him was kind of annoying. I forgot that was the first encounter. Fuck. I forgot about this level because it was. Okay, good. Here we go. So.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Also, I want to get. There's 2. So yeah, to get in there, there's in this bathroom. There's a. That's just that, yeah. Chainsaw, skin the ass raw, you know? There. Besides the automatic, is there anything else actually? So, since there's only one.
Look upon the faces of these extraordinary men and women. These are the best and brightest minds.
Alright, so
the most
this is
devout
like
members of the
beginning
UAC
there,
faith.
right? So, Okay.
We are not advancing.
It's literally what it said to do, right? 5 Hell Knights with the precision bolt
Enough
headshot.
applicants, and our faith is nothing without
Was that not a
believers.
headshot?
We
I mean, I
cannot
guess it didn't
conduct
look
our
like it on
work
the screen,
without them.
But it looked
And
like
what kind
it
of work
was
is it that you're
forced
doing,
out of-
Olivia? I haven't seen a report from your team in months now.
Okay.
Can I see if you can...
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Yeah, I just got the final boss loaded, so I really just need the final boss. As well as what I already have. Okay, There anywhere. Alright, so now there's two. I could, but I'd rather just. Well, regardless. And yeah, I'll just go to the main menu. Actually, now I'll load from checkpoint. The main thing is the Hell Knight is like the main thing that's gonna be like painful from this chapter. But there's a chapter that has more Hell Knights like in the area, so you know.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Let's get this one first because well, and yeah, you can kind of death scum it if you're not an Ultra Nightmare because yeah, if you die, you still pick up whatever progress anything like you don't feel checkpoint. There we go. And just keep doing that, I guess. All right. Yeah, it'd be cool if there was somewhere with ammo, but there is not, unfortunately.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Those guys. Does that work? checkpoint. Just getting these last couple things done. Got all the rune challenges. It's literally just kill a bunch of Hell Knights with headshots. Again, I think chapter 3 has, or no, chapter 4 will have like the best Hell Knight farm. So I'm just gonna.
Beyond presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Skippy. Really, I should probably load a different mission for this. Cool. So that's the cool thing. So load, exit to main menu, and this is this thing, right? I only have to do the final boss, and it's technically a challenge I can't do right away. Because of just what happened, unfortunately. So yeah, we do. I'd say Argent Energy Tower, Argent Facility. Right, so this will have
Olivia is using the tower to drill a doorway into their world. You can prevent her from opening the gate
that's really it.
by disabling the tower induction filters.
We'll just have you all night.
Untethered cross-dimensional activity is a frequent occurrence outside of the base, so it is recommended that journey into the water.
Yeah, okay, so this is the chapter you kind of go around twice. The second time in a bit of reverse order, obviously. The first time you go through it, you obviously don't double jump though. But find barely that you don't have to as well. Yeah. Probably just gonna level up this then, because those guys are not weak crowds, unfortunately. It's okay though. There we go. I just solved that issue. Pretty much right away. Now, definitely wants me to use the rocket launcher. Let's take that. If I don't get a whole flooding. It lasts a decent amount of time, so it makes Extrins kind of useless. But basically it means that, hey...
We're only temporarily disabling the tower. You need to remove each lens individually. Carefully release the hinges.
Warning. Energy contamination triggered.
Destroying the production agent energy isn't necessary.
3, come on. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. And this is like the hard one here. Now I have 4 gore nests I gotta do. That's 2 gore nests. The gore nests are mostly optional though, if I recall correctly. Like there's a couple you gotta do. But it's not like the previous chapter where you have to do every single nest. But, you know, it's still always recommended, in my opinion, unless you're on an Ultra Nightmare, because see those little 5 little dots, that's 5 weapon upgrade points. And from this chapter onward, every single chapter gives you 5. Great. I believe the previous chapter you have 3, and that's the only one with 3. Every other one has 5. So if you just kill everyone, you get guaranteed 5 weapon upgrades. And the most that one costs is 6, right? Each weapon is 9 in total. Effectively as well, plus a challenge, right? So I'm just doing the challenges. I literally don't have any use for them anymore, and you know, it still getting some because the game hands out a lot of extras. It's the only thing the game hands out extras of, by the way. I don't have any extra Praetor tokens or Argent cells lying around. Argent cells make sense because you know, it's like there's really that many stat points anyway. But it is kind of annoying that there's also not a single it to upgrade, you know, the other thing. But, all right. Group I need, or just don't spawn. That's just bad games. You always follow the rule for these. There we go. That one too. And just be the rocket launcher. Yeah, and the cool thing is I can just keep firing the rocket launcher, so really, right? I'm trying to get him precision wise right now. I'm not going to keep doing it though. Right? If it's the last one, I'm just gonna keep firing until right? You know what I mean?
You must stop. The hell energy is unusable without the filters.
Warning.
What
Energy
you are
contamination
destroying
detected.
is more valuable than you can possibly imagine. It is a perfect and unlimited energy resource.
That's all but the rocket launcher. I need 8 groups of 3. Now, now the issue is finding groups of 3 enemies, and I know a good one for that. One where there's a group of 3 at the very beginning that I know I can hit that is extremely, extremely basic. Yeah, the first level in hell. You know which one. Kingder Sanctum. There are 3. They waddle around pretty much in the same spot. And it's literally at the beginning. There's 8 of these. Maybe 9 or 10 if I miss a rocket back something yet. And this will be everything. And then I'll have the final boss. That's it. Spider Mastermind, bitch.
He is here.
And you know that'll be like I'll officially be able to say the fact that I'm playing on Nightmare and beat the first fucking like room is better than but still. I want to rub it places, so you know. Oh shit. Please? Okay. Cutscene restored. Alright, there we go. Again, you can't do this on but you can. And yeah, you just keep doing that till you get them all. I think I found the spot to, just step in. And that's the thing, right? For this, you literally just whoop, whoop. Come in. Right. The main thing is the rockets don't exactly have that big of an exploding radius. So, yeah. You have enough there we go. That's 10. Is it in? And yeah, you have to remote detonate. That's the worst part about this one. Is that you can definitely kill through your enemies with a rocket very easily. Even without the attachment, really quick, right? Specifically remote detonate. Like that. Right, so you do it without anything. So you heal 3, and you have to do it without hitting the enemy. So you basically can only really do it on stunned enemies and that group. Well, a group of like these guys. These possessed. I don't know what these are actually called. The weakest enemies in that 11? Please be 11. Yep. And then I'll have, of course, the Spider Mastermind, and the last one is just the challenge on that level for kill 2 are very in one shot. Summoners are basically like a chick. Same. 12, yeah. Alright, 3 more. 3 more. And then we have Spider Mastermind. Jason Schreier took over my mouse and keyboard, and also used a controller to aim, apparently. I don't know. Damn. But like, you just like you know you know you're like not like as an industry when like people will call like critical pulls it game difficulty, right? Not like you know, like Razor Fist or someone like that, right? No, critical, right? Critical is the one who calls it that. So like that's how you know it's a normie thing to hate on Game Zero. So like when people are like, oh, anti-woke, like like woke, anti-woke is so cringe. It's like maybe, but it's mainstream. And that's the thing, right? There are plenty of people who are like, quote, gay or trans that are like upset by the rhetoric, sure, but like they're not really disagreeing with the argument. They're disagreeing with like, why are we the focus of the show? We're not the ones involved in this, right? If you're telling me we're the reason your games are bad, and then like, you know, like it's the same thing with ads. Like the ad situation is like, you're telling me people are upset that the game has pronouns good as a thing, and not that, like, you know, the character creator is just so gold down that that's all that it has as a concept, right? Like, oh yeah, you can choose your pronouns, but everyone you can make is ugly. It's like, I think it's more the everyone you can make is ugly, and there's just no real gamer like value in the game, right? I don't think anyone really is that upset, you know, at Starfield I think people are upset because the game is boring, right? And it's buggy. I mean, it might be less buggy now because, you know, they patch it, but it's Bethesda, so probably not, right? And that's really been an issue with Bethesda games for a long time. God, we're not going to patch any of our bugs. Like, it's fine to not want to play. Would have been easier if I used it properly, at the very least. Alright, so use this immediately when dropping down in the center of them, and use that to get them all in. Go. There we go. Yeah, see, you have tools for the job sometimes. And sometimes I forget that I have tools for the job, but regardless, you know, really, really just. I didn't know that like he would. So he doesn't damage the enemies, but they can damage each other while trying to damage him. He also doesn't work on us, so like I don't like the spider bitch. I'm gonna have to learn her attack pattern, and she is a lot harder than the first boss, which makes her pretty fucking difficult. The second boss is extremely easy. Like I'm like, this is the harder boss, right? Oh, apparently I'm in the upper echelon of 3.1% gamers. If we're doing that, I think I'm already. Let's see. Let's see my achievement things. I think I already put myself a lot further up. Anyway, so let's just go. Let's just finish this off. All right. This is the moment you waited for. Coke versus Pepsi. Yeah, I literally am directly against that. Oh shit. for like the combat thing is that one fucking like the laser. Because the first one you jump up, it's like a half. Another thing, you kind of like don't have too many ways to, if she gets close to you, to deal with. Checkpoint, yeah. Okay. If I wasn't for like the need for headshots, I would aim at her right, I would aim at her during that last phase, I probably should just stun her like when she's doing that, since I have so I can get it with 3 BFGs. I probably should just stun the fuck out of her with the BFG, and then unload on her to and then BFG her. Right? With the super shotgun part is you gotta do it, right? So like you can effectively another thing you can do, right? You can do the Gals cannon thing, but then you really have to yeah, I'm gonna load checkpoint again. I'm gonna show you what I need to do, right? Knowing that, I can kind of hit every headshot that I need. So it's really just learn the pattern, and then with the blue phase, I won't have to learn it. More than enough to do it. shotgun to kill the pillars for health. There we go. That happened as soon as I started missing too many shots. All right. Fleshy bits count. What? Alright then. I don't have to aim at the face, I just have to aim at the flesh. Okay. shit. Literally fucking last shot, too. Damn. Just aim at the brain. I really should be using the turret mode then. Really, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm learning some of these attacks, but I don't really want to learn the spike bullshit at the end. Or towards the end. Because with the bullshit, spike attack. There we go. Sorry, fuck you. There we go. Oof. Let's see here. 32% of players were Venus player out.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched your work, come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind.
Also, yeah, 30%.
And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tether coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
I second the game. I really do. But I beat on Nightmare. That tells me game from Melissa is not going to be. Yeah, it's Tina, but the second boss is easy as shit though. Like I bought that one, I was like, what the fuck? That should have been my first try. Every other boss is like 50 tries. Every other enemy besides, like, you know, the wimpy ones. They're literally cannon fire. And what my act is at least once. Second boss, I've literally never lost to them, and they're just too fucking weak for the second boss. Like, you don't start fighting bosses in this game until you've already, like, gotten everything that kind of thing. Right? The credit team is so cool. Like the fact that they did mythology and then those cutscenes. Like this looks like it's it kind of isn't, but they just have to make it. They didn't have to make it, but they did. They also, have animation in the game. Product animations. All 3 new Dooms, including Dark Ages, have a reference to Terminator 2 if you die in combat. It's pretty cool. I do have criticisms of this game. Primarily just that, you know, standard affairs with Doom games. Which is that, you know, effectively just that, I just have no idea what the fuck's going on. But, like with the lore, right? Like, I do understand some of it. Oh yeah. Front and center, motherfucker. I will say this, they should have done that with Eternal, and they should have kept them for Dark Ages, right? Like, unless there's something more to it, right? I have zero fucking clue what the whole shit with, you know, okay, so, 4.7 for final collectibles, right? I kind of want to, like, see the achievements for beating Nightmare. Because that would be cool. I'm looking at this, so we have Ultra Nightmare. And I also have, of course, Snap Map achievements. Apparently there's not really much for regular Nightmare. It's all Ultra Nightmare achievements. Okay. Alright, so I'd have to do Ultra Nightmare, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah. And it's really just beat the first level. Okay. So apparently there's not really much for past that. Alright. And then it's all multiplayer shit. Damn. Alright. So it's literally just not anything really as cool. I guess what I could do, right, is yeah. So like these are like, this is my original playthrough. I did not beat the game on either of these playthroughs. But this one I beat the game. But completed. So you know what? I think that's fine. Yeah, all the fucking ones. So I got Spider Mastermind, Chain Gun, Cyber, Mancubus, right? Do all the levels out. So like this is the only one I missed, right? Some of these I had to go back and redo, but this is the only one I truly missed. Really. I know I said I was gonna stream these, I didn't. Shit came up. But, and also I found out what my issue was that this is the dumbest shit ever. I had it on full screen. I thought it would, so I was trying a lot of things. I was trying, oh wait, maybe it's, you know, OpenGL. No, Vulkan's fine. I put it back on Vulkan once I found out that wasn't the issue. So, yeah. Legitimately fucking full screen. Because I have to alt-tab a bit to check on certain things. So, yeah, like with like my friends love to mess with me on Discord or something. So yeah, like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah.